just because they think it is, they'll enter your house or wherever without no warrants. The state can require you, force you to take medications, and if you refuse, it's a $1,000 fine or 30 days in jail. Or $1,000 a day, I'm sorry, the day you refuse to. And the state can destroy your property if they deem contaminated. So if they think it's contaminated, they don't need a reason to prove it. They can destroy your property. It's right in the bill. Go look it up for yourself. The state can see your medical records without your consent. That's right, they can go into your medical records, you don't need your permission. It's in the bill. The state can restrict your movements and not allow you to leave your home. That's right, total restriction to your home, they can do that. The state can employ National Guard, state police, and local police to enforce compliance. The state will not punish those who report individuals for non-compliance if it's done in good faith. If you do not comply with the law, you can be arrested, fined, or both. $1,000 a day or 30 days in jail. And again, there's going to be tons of snitches now because they want to earn credits. It says if you report your neighbor from not complying with this, it's all done in good faith. You could rat out your neighbor when the Bible says do not bear or fall witness upon your neighbor. And all the sources, the sources are MSNBC, Fox News, CBS, ABC, CNN, BBC. This is bill number S2028 from Massachusetts. Google that yourself. I mean, it's all documentation, all declassified. I mean, it's not a conspiracy. It's right there. You know, look, do your own research. And we on the show, we suggest you, well, actually, we tell you people, don't listen to what we have to say. You know, do your own research. You know, you owe it to yourself. Okay. If so many people out there try to debate me all the time, try to prove me wrong. So when they go do their own research, just to do that, they end up finding out I was right. They come back to me, oh, I'm sorry, Dan. I'm sorry, yeah, you were right about that. You know, don't give me the credit, I don't care. You can call me names, I get called all kinds of things, and they come back and apologize. You don't have to apologize, I forgive you, you know. I understand it's not easy to know this stuff. But I mean, you know, this is stuff you need to learn, people. You know, go out there and do your own investigations. And this is, yeah, I'm just going to go through this during the course of the next shows. I'm going to discuss every one of these and what they have to do with what I'm talking about. This here is the Federal Bureau of Investigations Project Megiddo. The bill in the document right here, openly stating on this law that people who, they call Project Megiddo for a reason. Because people like us who prophesize what the Bible says, anybody says, talks bad about the New World Order, who's anti-New World Order, anybody who is against the United Nations, against world government, against, tyranny, who stands up for the Constitution, is a potential terrorist. Right here, documented in the FBI's Megiddo report. And it goes on from there. It's also in the Modern Militia Movement, the MIAC report, openly stating, that you can look the documents yourself up, openly telling law enforcement agencies that if you're caught with a Constitution flag, don't tread on me flag, 9/11 inside job flag, sticker on your car, Ron Paul sticker, you believe in Bible prophecy or anti-New World Order, you're a terrorist. Plain and documented. Also, and it goes on from there, the Department of Homeland Security, the official Endgame report. And actually, it's how funny it is, because Alex Jones came out with a documentary called Endgame. Look it up on Google, you can watch it for free, or just go buy the high-quality DVD on his Infowars.com. Oh, yeah, it describes everything in here, and later on the FBI comes out Endgame. You know, that's their Endgame, because what they openly stating what they're going to do to us. Openly stating. Putting us in FEMA camps. That's right, the FEMA camps is not a conspiracy, regardless of what that idiot Glenn Beck says. Or Sean Hannity or any of these people on mainstream media, who are corporate media sellouts. This here is HR 645. HR 645 is the establishment, directed by the Secretary of Homeland Security, to establish national emergency centers and military installations, aka FEMA camp internment camps. Now, the National Guard website, I don't know if it's still doing it, they're advertising for internment camps. Plain and simple, they disclose that you will be detaining American civilians. POWs, they use POWs for prisoners of war from foreign prisoners, saying they're going to detain POWs. But American citizens, that's right, American citizens are going to be detained in there. There was an establishment for 8, I believe, at the time it was 8 FEMA camps. Well, we have well over 800 confirmed. 800 camps established across this country, confirmed. Right, they're called readiness centers, sitting there all fully occupied with foreign military troops, UN troops, all running these establishments, National Guards, whoever. Running these establishments are all fully operational. Train, rail access, helicopter land, and everything else. All ready for martial law. Which comes to, which is this also, I'm sorry, HR 645, which talks about martial law. And John Warren, when we have the thing in the Constitution, says military can't police American side. It's called the Posse Comitatus Act. Well, there was a new act came out. It's called the John Warner National Defense Act, Authorization Act of fiscal year 2007. Right here, annuls Posse Comitatus. Which by rights under the Constitution, this is not real law. And what you're looking at here is Army Regulations 210-35. An unclassified document you can PDF of for Google right now. It's called the Civilian Inmate Labor Program. That's right, Army Regulations 210-35. The military openly declaring how they're going to detain you, the American citizens, the dissidents who disagree with world government. Plain and simple, in black and white in documentation. And again, we're going to detail all these things during the shows. And HR 2749, the Food and Safety Act, they call it the Pale Horse. And it's the FDA's, the Federal Drug Administration's, and WHO, the World Health Organization's official takeover of farms and foods. That's right, the official takeover. Anybody who has a private farm, sells organic food, they're going to take you over because they want to regulate, which I'm going to get into that in a minute, the act. They're going to regulate how much nutrition you can have. They're going to regulate all kinds of vitamins and dietary supplements. PD 51, the new executive order, give Obama dictator power. An Obama order that creates a council of state governors who work with the feds to expand military involvement in domestic security together with PD 51. A Bush-era executive order that gives the president dictatorial power in the times of national emergency, eliminate the last roadblocks, declare martial law in the United States without the authorization or approval of the United States citizens or Congress. And when you say the Council of Governors, which is right here, I'm going to lead right into this, and this is about PD 51. This is a document right there. Giving the President of the United States dictatorial powers to do as he sees fit, with no approval from you, the people, or Congress. Which leads right into Obama's Council of Governors. Now these men, these 10 governors, were not voted in. Okay, they were not voted by the people, they were appointed by King Barry Soetoro. The 10 governors reported, none of these people voted in. Okay, and when I told you about the whole right-wing, left-wing fraud, I'm going to get into that in a second. Happen to be, every time a bill goes through, it's always equal amount of Democrats, equal amount of Republicans. They all work together. It's all a staged operation. And this here says the 10 governors, I'm going to go through these real quick, that have been appointed by Obama. These are called the Council of Obama. These are Obama's Council of Governors. Total tyranny, dictatorship. Okay, these are appointed again. Governor James Douglas, he's going to be the governor of Republican from Vermont. Governor Chris Greger, he's going to be the governor for Democrat governor of Washington. Got Brad Henry, Democrat Oklahoma. Jay Nixon, Democrat Missouri. Martin O'Malley, Democrat Maryland. Janice Brewer, Republican Arizona. Bob McDonnell, Republican of Virginia. Michael Rounds, Republican South Dakota. Beverly Perdue, Frank Perdue should be, Democrat of North Carolina. Louis G. Fortino, Republican of Puerto Rico. 5 and 5, okay? 5 Democrats, 5 Republicans.